Westwood High had a secret. Every student knew about locker 113. It sat at the end of the hallway, rusted, dented, and permanently locked. No one knew who it had belonged to, and no one had ever seen it open. Some said a student had died inside years ago. Others claimed it was cursed, but most people just ignored it, except for Daniel. Daniel wasn't the type to believe in ghost stories. He rolled his eyes whenever his classmates whispered about the locker. "It's just a broken locker," he'd say, but something about it bothered him. Whenever he walked past it, a strange sensation crawled up his spine, as if someone were standing behind him, breathing down his neck. One day, curiosity got the better of him. During lunch, he approached the locker and ran his fingers over its cool metal surface. It felt normal, just an old, unused locker, but as soon as he touched it, thump. Daniel's breath hitched. Something inside the locker had knocked against the door. His friends saw him jump and laughed. "Told you it was haunted," one of them teased. Daniel forced a chuckle, but he couldn't shake the feeling that something inside was alive. The night alone. Later that week, Daniel got detention for talking back to a teacher. By the time he finished cleaning the desks, the school was empty. As he walked toward the exit, his footsteps echoed in the silent hallway. Then he heard it, tap, 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 coming from the end of the hallway. Locker number 113. Daniel stopped, his heart hammering. The hallway lights flickered. The tapping grew louder, more desperate. Something was knocking from the inside. Daniel swallowed hard. He knew he should leave, but instead he stepped forward, heart racing. The school was empty. No teachers, no students. Just him, and whatever was inside that locker. When he reached it, the knocking stopped. A heavy silence filled the air. Daniel hesitated, then slowly reached for the lock. It had never opened before. Ever. But when his fingers touched the metal, click. The lock slid free. The door creaked open. Inside was dark. Empty. And then a cold, pale hand shot out and grabbed his wrist. Daniel screamed. The locker slammed shut. The next morning. When students arrived at school the next day, Daniel was nowhere to be found. His backpack sat untouched by the front entrance. His desk in first period was empty. Teachers called his parents. They hadn't seen him since he left for school. Then one student, one brave, unlucky student, walked past locker 113 and heard it. Tap, tap, tap. A desperate, muffled knocking from inside. No one dared to open it. Daniel was never seen again. And locker 113, it was locked again, just like it had always been. But now if you stood close enough, you could sometimes hear the faint sound of someone knocking.